we keep inviting a lot of guests for talk shows, and it's a beautiful exposure, and that gives you a lot of confidence.
There's a lot of physical training, sports and all of that which happens. And then you also mentioned that there are a lot of laws पढ़ाए जाते हैं या आपके और sessions होंगे. So what is the kind of pedagogy which is done there? Is it like a one-way communication kind of a lecture which is given, or are there different modes of delivery of these sessions?
For police training, you go to Hyderabad National Police Academy, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad, and ये एक rigorous training है.
आपने जब एग्जाम क्लियर कर लिया उसके बाद the next phase is the training period of the civil services. I think it's for all the services. Police services generally is not so much talked about in public discourse. पता नहीं रहता लोगों को कि क्या क्या होता है in the police training. So if you could highlight what are the various phases in the police training. जहाँ तक मुझे पता है कि लबासना में भी कुछ phase होता है. Then there is also phase in the academy in Hyderabad. If you could just kind of lay it out for all of us to know about.
So initially we have a foundation course which is at Labasna, which is about typically 3 months course, and it gives you a good orientation about what the services are like, and it's a best time to make friends across the services and to learn from each other. So but once you are done with that, then you go for your specialized training. So for police training, you go to Hyderabad National Police Academy, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad, and ये एक rigorous training है. Rigorous is in the sense mentally and physically. First of all मैं physical part बताऊँगा क्योंकि मैं थोड़ा सा non-sporty type था, तो आपको सुबह जल्दी वेकअप होके तैयार होके you are brought to the ground where you do a lot of exercises. You are encouraged to take up a sport as a hobby, and आप काफ़ी outdoors करते हैं. The best part of this is you learn a lot of things. I never had exposure to horse riding. I learned horse riding, I learned swimming, diving into pool. They give you exposure to scuba diving, they give you exposure to whitewater rafting, they give you exposure to martial arts, they give you exposure to boxing, they give you exposure to weaponry training, they give you exposure to everything under the sun, which enhances your confidence. I can say after doing a police training at Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, you come out as a very fine personality. They are the best trainers, and they enhances your confidence to such a level, you feel a different person altogether. The kind of exposure they give you in the I would say physical world and in the intellectual world is unparalleled. Study wise, of course you are taught all the laws, but apart from that you are taught other things as well. So you are taught about computers, you are taught about the technology, you are taught about other aspects as well, like there are a lot of clubs, so you have to take one club. So you can go for photography, you can go for painting, you can go for cooking, you can go for dancing. So there's so much there, and we keep inviting a lot of guests for talk shows, and it's a beautiful exposure, and that gives you a lot of confidence in oneself.
Very interesting, sir. So आपने sir mention किया कि there's a lot of physical training, sports and all of that which happens. And then you also mentioned that there are a lot of laws पढ़ाए जाते हैं या आपके और sessions होंगे. So what is the kind of pedagogy which is done there? Is it like a one-way communication kind of a lecture which is given, or are there different modes of delivery of these sessions?
They use every kind of so they are of course when you are dealing in a lecture mode, and it is always a dialogue, but they are like the teaching is various methods. It could be a role play, it could be we have to make presentations, you have to do street theater as well on any subject. So they encourage you to do a lot of work. It's not that mundane thing. It is very interesting.
Personally, which aspect of the whole training did you find the most challenging, and which aspect was the most interesting for you?
Interesting was everything. Because this was I was doing for the first time. Challenging, I would say, because of the higher side of the weight at that time also, and right now also. So I found that running was difficult. So we have to. The final exam is 16 kilometers. You have to run within a stipulated time. So that was a difficult task, but yeah, I could do it easily because of the training, because of my ustads and my trainers. They kept us training, kept us motivating, and I could easily do it at the end of the course.